I was still saying.
And you are still saying.
Yes, I'm still saying. Nti bwembanga nkusuubiramu kino we. N'okolako half. It all comes back to me.
When I don't go the whole way?
Yeah, when you don't do it your whole way. Because nange yobeera nsuubiramu, at least nange bigenda kunnyingiramu. Bw'obeera nga wabadde olina by'olina okukola n'otobimaliriza biba binnyingiramu. Kitegeeza nze mba nina okukola ki? Okugattawo omalirize ebyo tomaliriza. So that ebintu ebyo biba bikola ki? Biggwa.
So and that goes to finance, right?
For everything. Never kuba like you being included in the like house. It is back.
Zaza. Babe.
Yes. Oli bebu.
Beautiful. Hey, mbadde kunonya nga sikulaba. Tusonywemu ko katonaawo ka internet kajezeejezeemu. But it's all good. It's all good.
Mbadde nkyakugamba nti bw'oba wansuubiza okwoza ebintu ate n'otobyoza olunaku lwonna ne bisiibaawo nga nze byange mbimaliriza emirimu gye nina okukola kitegeeza mba nina okudda ate mu bintu nkole ki njoze ate nga wabadde onsuubiza that's enough wabadde onsuubiza nga
ng'ekyo wakivuddeko
nakivuddeko nga twamuvinze dda kasooka tugwobereyo n'otobikola kitegeeza binnyingiramu kati you be included in that your inclusion eba terina kati kyonnyambye nange awo kimaking okuba nga sikya
kati obeera n'ebimuuduumuudu awo by'oteekawo
of course oba
wangambye ogenda kwoza
oli mwana muto nkujjukize Mandela yoza ebintu Mandela yoza ebintu wenna akujjukiza ng'ogawaayo enkimanyi
So for the men, I think we are learning from these conversations. I, for one, am learning. One, I think it's the communication and the management of expectations. Clarity on what is expected of you.
Abaami waliwo emutunyiiza. Waliwo emirimu ng'abakyala. Anyway, si ffekka abakyala nammwe. Waliwo emirimu gye mutaagala kukola. Like n'ogamba ebiri birala byonna nsobola obikola naye ekintu kino kintawaanya. Nze nga naturally kimmenya. Okitegeera? Kuba buli muntu waliwo ekintu ekimumenya. Oli ayinza okuba ng'agamba nsobola okwoza engoye meka. Nesitasiimula nnyumba oba nesitayoza bintu omulala n'agamba njoza ebintu byonna but I can't dare being given a whole heap of clothes. Mpola
amazzi ganye ngeri gasammuka ate amazzi nze kasita gasammukamu kati
nebyokwogera bimbuze so waliwo lwe mukisussa nemutatufaako how even the other one so no okay that here
ne tutabafaako
no you use the cloth because your hands are already sleeping
so thank you
again
perfect
ndowooza tuteekeyeko YouTube obiyige
mukwano
the temperature is so high
it's still high
kende zaako
it's 130
kende zaako you've gone in 180
okay, 130
you put 150
kata 50 kada tubabuba takateka
gwe towasoma maafi
takira atochitutte nnyo anyway we are trying to make food here Leero tusazeewo tufumbe. Nyongera bategeeza nti leero Women's Day. Ndi mu kubonaabona na mirimu. Nakedde ndi anange. Wegasa mukango otuninga kikulu nnyo ekyo. So I'm going to make juice while the seasoning is getting, is getting done here and there. Nze wenfumba nzirugazaawo nnyo naye ngenda kulongoosaawo. As men we, tufumba buli kimu tukitadde wano na wali, but we are going on. Tusamula, right? Amazzi bino byonna ne wano ngenda kulongoosaawo babe, okay? So we're still having a conversation and twagala okumanya how can we become better men. So mukyala wange on the camera as we proceed. So okonye ku nsonga ezo nkwano, and one, I don't take them for granted. I have digested that, and as your lovely husband, that is going to
You're going to put the dirt in there.
Yeah, that's going to change. And I would request you to help me actualize that. Stegera. Actualizing kugamba bino byokoonako wano kubenga tusobola obituukako. But babe, let's talk about the issue of okuzaala. Abakyala abasinga kumakya badde mu space ku Twitter. Bawuli n'agamba nti abasajja olumu tetukkiriza abakyala kuwa ndowooza zaabwe ku zadde. Nti tubagamba twagala baana, and we are not inclusive in that. How can we achieve that? From your perspective as a woman, how can we achieve reproductive health conversations, especially the men?
Well,
okay.
You give her some watermelon. Well, what I can say, it starts with your mental sanity.
Me as a man?
Yes. Naffe ffennyini kye twagala. It starts with our mental sanity.
Quite a bit. Sorry.
So, yes. Me personally, I face a lot of challenges when I have the pregnancy. Toyongerako nnyo. So, to other people, nina emikwano of course babeera bagamba kanzaale lumu mmale kanzaale lumu naye nze nkanya bagamba nzaala kumala ki, like nzaala kumala ki.
From the women mentally,
yes,
wagamba nti azaala kumala ki.
First, no. First do for me that juice alone. That's my smoothie. Please don't destroy it. Yes, the way it is. Please. Before you put the watermelon. Thanks. So,
Women's Day.
Yes.
Hey.
So, it begins with our mental sanity. Yeah, it's enough. Like 3 minutes, so that it becomes a smoothie. And mbasobola kwogera nnyo ku. That's enough. That's enough.
Tasobola kwogera nnyo. So, mental sanity ya mwanga abashala. So where do I put this? Where do I put the juice?
Here in my bottle. Yes. Ono daddy yakiresawo ekikopo nga amaze okunywa. Teyakiggyeyo. Wamma kimuggyireyo.
Zaza sonyiwa.
You see what you do, your kids keep watching. If you use the cup and you didn't remove it where I used it from.
I know, but I mean it's
so those are your weaknesses or what?
Those are I prefer to call them my red flags I need to fix. Nenga tukirese nawe.
Oh no, Nyachi, what are you looking for?
Anyway, let's just carry on with our conversation.
So
onachokonyeko walino ogamba nti abakazi bagamba nze mala
njagala kuzaala lumu male, yes. So oli abeera n'ennamba egyayagala.
Ekino temuli kyayi. Webali mukwano nyanza sonywa.
Oli abeera omukyala abeera n'ennamba egyayagala. Then n'abasajja muba n'ennamba yammwe gye mwagala. Naye ate olumu tetubyogera n'abaami baffe oba n'abakyala bammwe. So kati ankisinziira
women now you're talking for the women. Why can't the women talk about these issues?
Nze omukyala nga nze kisinziira naawe engeri omwami gy'oba ompisaamu like communication, how we communicate to each other. There I can be able to tell you how many kids I want. Then other people have a number naye ate bamala ne bongerako with time. Waliwo oli azaala balenzi n'atuuka n'agamba njagala nnyongere nfuna akawala, njagala nnyongere like nasigala ng'azaala n'azaala abaana bataano naye nga temuli muwala ate oli n'azaala bawala bokka ne bamugamba gwe tozaalako ku balenzi, you know, mentally abeera disturbed.
Sasa oyagala ki? Yogera nange. Oyagala ki mukyala ng'omuyita nnyo kiki kigenda mu maaso? What do you want? Tewali. Nzikiriza nyumyemu naye katono. Nzijja tugenda kunywa naawe katono.
So mentally ne tubeera disturbed nga either family y'omwami oba ffeffe nnyini nga olaba ng'olaba abaana ba mukwano gwo ayinamu abawala ayinamu abalenzi so neweteeka ku pressure n'ogala nange nina okuzaalayo akawala oba nange nina ozaalayo akalenzi. So n'osigala ng'ozaala bw'otyo ogenda olaba ennamba ewera ate kumukumu.
So living at the fact is constant. Singa gwalitwa balance nga sexy. Singa nawe okyazaala.
Baby. Andibadde weeyiya. I knew from the start you loved girls so much.
Yes, I
so
do.
When I lost Allegra, I was like, okay, I think this is the end of me and Andrew. Kubanga omwana ow'obuwala gwe nali nkuzaalidde yali agenze. Nenga ndayika sikyakoze eki? Sikyakufunidde mulala. So I gave myself one chance. Nengamba kanzaale because me personally I wanted 3 kids from the start.
And you have them.
And my stomach gave birth to 3 kids and I will not add any.
Any.
Not kyokka bannaye. Ati kubanga mpita mu bulumi bungi.
Yes, the pain is excruciating.
So even look, just thinking about carrying the pregnancy for 9 months actually we buzibu wembujja wokka. Nganzala no, but when I'm pregnant the hormonal changes of mbera dikula ebuto liri eri akabina kali eri
nobody to see okwagala konze ngoli lubuto banange bekwebera n'empalizo nsonga zange
wow bachi. So
but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We shouldn't keep it under wraps.
So nembeerawo nga nze ng'omuntu buli we ndowooza okufuna olubuto okwetika omwezi omwenda
si kyangu. Abakyala abasinga waliwo bagambye nti abasajja tubateeka nnyo era bwe batozadde nenga kukyawa naddala bali mu byalo bazaala najja kuzaala. How do you change that mindset? Dala competing na lyuma, so aminga nemaliza nibitu akacheka nkuli kakuli
ekyo kimala ati wambisa waggulu.
Thank you, dear. Okay, so twende twagera ku kyabakyala abagamba nti nzaala nzala buta kugamba nzala chika.
The comments here.
Comments zigamba chizisome mukwana abantu bo. Boli live yani bagamba cha abantu bafu.
Ojazwe somera.
When you're in charge of the broadcast, you read the comments of the people.
Twatu seko mwe session ya gondi so
Get down.
Tulimu conversation.
This is na Mukyala. So abakyala betukonyeeko abagamba nti nze nzaala kubanga omusajja ayinza okukyawa oba ekika omwami gye bamuzaala ewaabwe yasigalayo yekka so agaziya kika. What's your advice to such women?
It all comes back to our like communication, ne mental sanity yaffe. Gwe kyolowooza era obwongo bwo kye bujja okustickingako okitegeera bujja sigala ku ekyo nti we bunagamba nti ew'omwami wo oba waaye kirina kubeera bwe kiti olubuto olubadde ki
bwakamala okunywa that's why wakuluma wekakkana
yoka bannaye kale
kakkana tunatera omaliriza broadcast eno
gendako mu washroom
savyo naye mwana muyaye
ngani
nga ggwe
nze mmanyi abali kuno ku live bamanyi nti gosinga obuyaye
tebali wano nze ali wano nze nkuwulidde
bagwasinga obuyaye
atandise n'okutuyiyamba olubuto lumuluma ku myaka ebiri kikomera tagenda kibuko. So in a nutshell from you kirina kuva mufe abasajja engeri gye tuyisaamu abantu baffe.
Mbo, it seems like you want another child.
And
yes, it seems like he wants one. Yes, I even know that. But I'm talking to the people who are on live.
Okay.
But the issue is, it's not him that suffers. It is me who suffers. When I'm pregnant, when I'm carrying the kid for the 9 months. Now remember, I first carried the first child and then I lost her before giving birth, like 3 days to giving birth. So carrying that whole time pregnancy, then they have either to cut you or they induce you to give birth. Yeah? Obulumi obo bwe busooka. Then obulumi obo bwali bulumi actually bwabi.
Abantu bagala bakulaba. Balina okulaba.
Sha.
Mukwana.
Go fumba.
Bro, it's okay, Fumba, but you're responding to their queries. You need to give them your face. Just press the selfie mode.
Ebigambo bijja kumbula nga bandaba. So, mukwano abali eyo. It's me who suffers. It's not Andrew.
I want them to equally understand and register.
Bw'anaaba awulira nga nkyogeredde ku mpewo bw'anaaba awulira nga munnange.
But I don't need any kid.
Ng'alaba yeetaagayo zaza omulala. Sina bwe nja mugaana.
I don't need another kid. But I have my daughter, Zaza, and I have you. You have a man. Zaza. Anna. Awe tuli. Women these days taking me never 9. Guys, I can't have another baby. I can't have another baby for one or two reasons. One is that we agreed with Linda from the word go. We agreed to have only two children. She wanted 3, May wanted 2. Why? I have my dreams and I don't want my wife kubeera buli kaseera nga azaala buli kaseera. The processing biera liikiriza bwagendeyo mu theatre nga siba steady, like it would stress me out. Truthfully speaking, it would stress me out. So byemugamba mbu simanyi for the love you endure siku wange owange tajja ku enduringa pain obulumi bwayitamu alina ddala kuwono Zaza ku Zaza yabonaabona nnyo. Zaza had a lot of issues and also I personally promised myself even bigger and better that I'll never have another kid. Bano Mungu bampadde be tugenda okusabira bakuume. Alina abasajja bannange. At times we need to be very honest with ourselves. Abaana bano betuzaala ne tuleeta abaana bangi ku Women's Day bweti. Waliwo anangambye nti fumba bulungi. Ngenda fumba bulungi. Wanji mama baby. Okay, so babe, wano tujja tuvaawo ko tugendeko wali tunyumizeeko wali. No, nkyalongoosa. Njaga just tumalirize feed eno so that we do other things. So in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, I think wano mutula bulungi. Okay. My wife is a bit shy and but Eva Techibala, why is it? Okay. Kasukari Keko, yes, it's only 2 children. So my wife is a little bit shy, but will bear with me. Muchala jangu. You will bear with me on how we converse. Jangu anensi kulabe. Olabo muchala bwanyirira bannange. So Jangu wano. You need no, babe. Listen. You don't need to fear media. No. I deal with the media. You need to be stronger. So yes, you know, muchala wange omulungi dates Women's Day. Ndi mufumbiro ndi busy. Kedde kujira mabitoke bichi. Kati ntaddeko wali envange mukirabye and juice awedde bulungi nnyo. Later from now, we're going to be having lunch. But the takeaways from us, me and my wife, my beautiful wife here, what is the takeaway, Jagalo Lwa Bakyaala? Especially, you talked about childbirth, you're very passionate about it. You're intentional about it. What is your last word for them?
Well, first to the men, they should be inclusive of what when we have the pregnancies. Mudwaliro ogenze bakwisawo speed kasita obeera ngoze ne bbaawo like it almost any time.
Yeah.
But when you come alone, they see it as the usual. They don't mind. Yeah, she has come. Yes. But if you come with your husband, they work on you faster. 2, it also gives me courage. And even if the pain I would have felt, I don't feel it more because I have a partner who is caring. Yeah. So, lastly, to the women out there, I'm so grateful that I'm alive and happy Women's Day. What I can say is in times of giving birth, when you get pregnant, when you decide to get pregnant, because you can decide not to have to, but when you decide to get pregnant, just be you. If your husband is not caring, but you really want the child, because every woman would want to have a child, so have that blessing. Keep the blessing if you feel you can keep the blessing, because every child comes with their own
Rizik.
blessings. I think there are those who you can give birth to, and then later on they die. So there is always that instinct that comes, and then they tell you should keep this child.
Yeah.
And then there are those instincts that they tell you, mommy, do not keep the child. It keeps on bugging into you, do not keep the child. And even if you give birth to the child, unfortunately they do die.
Oh, dear.
We always have that instinct in us.
Okay.
But we don't want to believe so.
As mothers?
Yes. Even men, but olumu mweyogeza ne mugamba tomuzaala kibi but at times it passes through you, at times it passes through us. So naye omuntu wakigamba oyinza owulira obubi because it's not easy to withdraw like that.
Okay.
So yeah, happy Women's Day.
Okay, there you have it from my beautiful wife Linda here. Little Zendi Mufumbiro, but to all the men who are out there who are very intentional about being husbands and fathers, ndabiwa no Philip Magamba agambye obutungulu tebunyingira mu maaso. My wife doesn't do makeup when she's home. When was the last time you actually did makeup? Just lip gloss, and she's not so much into makeup. She's just naturally natural and shy.
I actually look.
You look more
ugly
when you do makeup. Oh dear. So yeah, Black Beauty it is. I'm proud of my wife. I'm proud of what we are as a family. On this day, to all the men out there, I say that we need to be more inclusive in what we do, how we do it, where we actually go with our wives. And let's not just have babies by chance. We need babies by choice. So fetwa chimala kati baby ankolera mubiri.
By the way, on that,
the body.
Naku zino kati oli ne wangamba. Anyway, there are those women who say they don't want like family planning. Yeah,
implants, mbuzigeza,
yes.
Mbuzikaza.
It is also by choice. It's also by choice.
Okay.
You can choose to have them, you can choose not to have them. But remember, the man
Joeli mfumbye matoke n'enkoko n'ebijanja ne bwana nambuuza mfumbye eki.
The men won't be there to withdraw like all the time. So suggesting that you use any of the family planning methods. It is not harmful. Surely, I used me personally. I used an implant for 3 years when I had given birth to Mandela, and immediately after getting it out, I got Zaza. So for Zaza, and miaka kumi. So just know, I'm not ready to have any other child. Even when those 10 years come to elapse, I will still add on, like, because now I want to be me. I
have a good body.
I want to have a good body. I want to have good looks. I want to go to some good places. I want to go to some good places.
Travel.
So kati we mwagala munjogereko mbu banange mchala Kyamagero.
No kwangu labika bulungi. So for the men giving birth to as women, it takes a toll on them so much. So have the children you can afford, emotionally, psychologically, physically, but above all, have conversations about reproductive health in a great way. Banange byenfumba bisirira tunaddamu. Mayanja Fred Agambye, he's proud of you. Happy Women's Day. Banne mfumba.